What's going on, guys? Welcome back to Abnormal Auto. I'm Gabe, this is Cole, and today he's brought us his longtime project car.
It's a 1969 El Camino Turbo LS, just a car I've had for a long time.
So why did you decide on an El Camino?
It's just the car I had. It's the car my dad had sitting for years. It just didn't run, and he told me if I got it running I could have it. So I did the engine and the drivetrain and a bunch of wiring and suspension to get it going, but I can't take credit for all of it. He did a lot of work on the body and paint and everything.
We start with the party, the engine. Tell us what you got going on here.
It's a 5.3 Gen 3 that we got out of a junkyard. Gabe and I pulled it and we put it in a wheelbarrow, carried it up to the front. Stock block, rods, pistons, stock heads, cam, valve springs. You're pretty much your basic sloppy mechanic setup. A 78mm turbo, 4-inch downpipe. This goes into a 4-inch exhaust with a straight through muffler. Just the sloppy mechanic special that everybody runs. Probably makes somewhere in the neighborhood of 800 horsepower. We have it on E85.
Yeah, I see you have your upgraded brake system.
Yeah, the brakes are completely stock. The suspension, cut springs in the front, lowering springs in the back, drag shocks, and that's it. It's stock. It doesn't ride the greatest, but it's a straight line car. It wasn't meant for this. We didn't build it for autocross. We didn't build it for anything except going fast in a straight line, racing Lamborghinis and Hellcats.
All right. Tell me, did you have any trouble getting these big old slicks to fit in?
Yeah, so that's a 305, 31-inch tall tire, but they did not fit very good. That's the biggest tire you could fit in a factory wheel well.
Yeah, so this thing's not tubbed or any...
No, yeah, so this is a stock wheel well, pretty much stock body car. All we had to do to fit these was trim the inner fender a little bit and get the right offset on the rear wheel. The big slick fits decent. It rubs a little bit around corners. We wanted as much tire as we could get underneath it, but I didn't want to go too far and tub the car, because once you tub a car, I feel like it's not really a street car as much. It starts to getting really drag racy, especially if you have big wheel tubs in the bed. Maybe one day. So
tell us what you got going on with the interior.
It's just a B&M, I think they call it a quarter stick, or maybe that's the Hearst version, but it's just your basic drag race shifter. It's a 4-speed automatic, 4L80E, also out of a junkyard. The interior is pretty much stock. Got stock bench seats, no roll cage because it's a street car, right? Holley dash or Holley ECUs in here. It runs on a Terminator X. I got an 8-inch digital dash, big tack. We got a dial on here. This AEM dial boost from Sloppy Mechanics. That 0 would be 3 pounds of boost, and we can crank it up all the way to 18.
Sounds like a good time.
Hopefully we don't run out of gas.
How much gas do you have?
It says I have a full tank, but I filled it up in Arlington and we drove all the way up here.
Okay.
And I drove to work once. This car runs on E85. So we can't. Well, it has a content sensor. Yeah, so we could put pump gas in it, but oh, you want to grab a wheel chock?
Oh yeah.
We're gonna grab a wheel chock so we can do better burnouts, because the little tiny front tires won't hold it. Grab 2. You might need them. It's gonna be kind of a lame burnout because we can't drive away. Because the wheels are chalked. It's just gonna be a sitter. You can't move.
You'll be able to drive away.
Over the wheel chalk?
No, I'm gonna pull it away.
Okay. I'm excited for that. So we might go over to our friend Tanner's house. He has a Hellcat Red Eye. Yeah, Hellcat Red Eye 2021. Wide body, all the expensive options. We're gonna see how the street retro muscle car holds up against the modern Hellcat. It certainly handles better.
Yeah, for sure.
He has heated seats and air conditioning. You know, you can hear your passengers. friends that also have LS Mach cars. All right, that's it for this episode. We went over the car and we went to Tanner's, did some burnouts. He wants to do some roll racing because the tiny little road might be dangerous for some side-by-side racing. So tomorrow we're gonna go out and we're gonna do some 60 rolls on the freeway maybe. Versus the Hellcat. We'll see how that goes.
We'll see.
We'll see. We'll catch you next episode. We're gonna go kill some Hellcats.